further ado, I will now invite.
These were babies, I would say, but now that they have grown up.
I was told that today we all will have white kalabata. So I did as advised. Those who are wearing orange or blue, please go change and then come back. Honorable Assistant Minister, our good friend from UNFPA, stakeholders, ministry staffs, members of the media, ladies, gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Bula Vinaka, and a very good morning to you all. Firstly, let me join the previous speaker in welcoming all the participants to this workshop. We thank you all very much for your presence here today. And I'm honored to deliver this opening address for this important workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, please let me, on behalf of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, thank and gratefully acknowledge the UNFPA and UNICEF for kindly funding this program. Can we all put our hands together? As the title indicates, this is a capacity building workshop for the assistant youth officers. And I'm sure that all of you are looking forward to this exciting discussion as per the agenda. It is important that through this workshop, like these, our youth officers are better placed to empower the youths of Fiji. Workshops such as this provides new way of looking at the contemporary measures, processes, and resources towards the rethinking of how best to deliver on the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Partners program to the very large and dynamic youth population that we have here in Fiji. And that will be the ultimate aim of this workshop over the next 3 days. This is the reason for the series of ongoing professional development for our youth officers through similar workshops. Given the overriding concerns of the past 2 years, it is only right that we have given due consideration to the implication of COVID-19 on our program moving forward. And this, of course, ladies and gentlemen, has been guided by the theme of this workshop. I'm sure this workshop will again discuss the ongoing concerns for Fiji and the rest of the world. And judging from this program ahead for all of us, I am confident that much will be achieved during these 3 days of workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way we live, work, study, and plan for the future. As you will see from the program, that it impacts all aspects of our lives, from sports to HR issues to future planning. With the great work of our health professionals and the front lines, Fiji has managed COVID with much success, especially in regards to achieving well over 90% of eligible population being vaccinated. This has enabled us to open for happiness, as per our new and successful tourism slogan. And I am pleased to report that the measures for COVID safe practice and protocols with the opening of borders has stood up well for our visitors. And most importantly, our workers and our famous Bala welcome and wide smiles are once again welcoming the visitors to our shores, just as we have been welcomed here by the friendly staff of Waterfront Lautoka. Moving forward, the world realizes that despite the outbreaks, we have to have more responsive and responsible outlook and not make hasty decisions on lockdowns and lockouts. Our high vaccination rates, and this will be helped considerably by the continued adherence to COVID safe health measures in place. So, we may say it has been reduced, but we are not out of it. This 3-day workshop will provide an opportunity to the assistant youth officers throughout the country to be well informed on the various initiatives the government has in place in terms of the youth development during COVID-19 pandemic. It will bring together key government ministries and departments to work in a coordinated way towards achieving the goals for our youths. Ladies and gentlemen, while we are on the topic of government initiatives under my ministry, let me thank all our youth workers for their continued work during the pandemic. They have, like all Fijians, shown courage and resilience to continue their work during the testing times. We have as a team learned to work smarter and to turn changes and the challenges, including those from COVID, into opportunities. I'm not just talking about our assistant youth officers or those who are registered with Ministry of Youth and Sports. I'm talking about all the youth who came forward and assisted the government ministries during this crisis. And this is evident in our outreach programs to the youth clubs and groups across Fiji. We have prioritized programs within the COVID SAFE program that focused on foundational aspects of development and training. This has included work to build on food security as well as resilience and awareness on climate change. A few weeks ago, early in the morning, when most of you were sleeping, we were with the youths of Ra, Tavua and Ba, early in the morning, 6 o'clock a.m., 5:30 a.m., planting mangroves. And I urge that we must continue with this work. Ladies and gentlemen, during this testing COVID-19 period, our youth officers have been, now I'm talking about our own youth officers, front and center of our ministry effort in registration of new clubs as well as re-registering the old youth clubs with the new policy on the club registrations. And I want to thank all of you for that. I'm sure the networks that will be built over the next 3 days will stand the test of time, and the participants and stakeholders will continue exchanging views and help each other and the youths of Fiji well into the future. I would like to once again thank all the participants for their presence here. I ask that you make the best of this opportunity. It comes as an opportune time as we draw to the end of challenging but rewarding year as we approach the new year with greater hope. The festive season is a joyous one, but one during which we can all set aside some time to think and plan for the year ahead. And set targets for the youth development on the aims and objectives and their outputs and outcomes for the coming year. Remember, as the American writer once said, opportunity doesn't make appointment. You have to be ready when it arrives. I'd also like to thank in advance all those speakers for accepting our invitation. I've been told that there is a range of programs prepared for all of you, so that you as assistant youth officers are well aware of government's vision. You all will have to drive government's vision. I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say. Because at times we do hear people's individual vision. But let's not forget, we all have worked together very hard to come at this level. You all have done a great job. You have reached out to the unreached youths. And this is the evidence during my tour to these youth clubs, when I go and meet the youths across the country. But there is more to be done. In fact, our target was to register 1,000 youth clubs. But because of COVID-19, we are unable to meet that target. But definitely, come next year, first quarter, we need to reach to our target of 1,000 registered clubs. So with these few words, ladies, gentlemen, brothers and sisters, once again, thank you very much for your presence here. And may God bless us all. Inaka and